Status Audio wants you to pay more for the Pro X GoldenSound Edition, even though they use the same core hardware as the regular Pro X. The main difference is a locked sound profile that you can't edit or install onto the regular Pro X. So I tried to beat it using the 8-band EQ already inside the app. For the first few songs, I thought I had. Then one recording exposed exactly what my curve was getting wrong, and by the end, I knew who should pay extra for GoldenSound and who should save their money. So for the test, we got the same earbuds, same tips, same phone, same tracks, same volume matching habits. The only thing I changed are the EQ tuning. So for test number 1, we're going to call that Impact. And for the first track, we've got Bomb Track by Rage Against the Machine. So my JEFE R&B curve immediately makes a stronger first impression. The opening bass riff has more chest impact. The kick punch is harder. Tom Morello's guitar feels scratchy and electric and dangerous. And Zach sounds like he's standing directly in front of you trying to start a riot. Then I switched over to the GoldenSound tuning and everything stayed controlled and separated, but the track lost some of its violence. GoldenSound sounded more balanced. My curve sounded more alive. For this song, my curve definitely wins easily. So what are the two profiles doing? The two profiles are basically chasing completely different goals. GoldenSound is the reference-leaning option. It's built around a diffuse field style of balance with a JM1 type bassline and a focus on natural timbre, mid-range clarity, and smooth transitions between bass, mids, and treble. The mid-range is the star of that tuning. And then my JEFE R&B curve is preference, not reference. I added deeper sub bass, more vocal presence, and a large shelf of air at the top. I also cut the lower mids to stop heavy bass from bleeding into the vocals. So GoldenSound, from my perspective, is trying to preserve the recording. My R&B curve is trying to increase the energy, and that lower mid cut is where the first problem actually appears. That brings us to test number 2, where the weaknesses appear. So first up, we've got Boot Up by LMA. My R&B curve hits the bass drops harder. It's physical, it's immediate, and it's satisfying, but LMA's lower register loses some of its warmth. The bass and vocals sound more separated, almost like they have been pushed into different rooms. Now, GoldenSound's tuning actually reconnects them. The bass flows more naturally into the lower mids. The rhythm sits underneath her voice instead of punching holes around it. Her delivery sounds richer, more intimate, and more human and organic. So for this song, GoldenSound's tuning absolutely wins. So now the comparison was getting more interesting. My curve could produce more excitement, but some of that excitement was being purchased with body and cohesion. And then the pattern repeats itself. Now we move over to Baptized in Fear by The Weeknd, and here my curve wins again. The deeper sub bass keeps the darkness physical, while the added upper energy exposes breaths and production details. GoldenSound's tuning presents the song accurately, but it feels flatter and less dramatic. Then I moved on to Spotty Oddie Dopalicious by Outkast. My R&B curve gives you huge sub bass, bright horns, and a wide club atmosphere. GoldenSound's tuning brings back more natural mid-bass weight and makes the crowd, horns, drums, and spoken word easier to separate. Next up, we have I'm Still in Love with You by Sean Paul and Sasha. My curve pushes the voices forward and adds plenty of shimmer, but the lower mid-cut weakens some of the bounce in the rhythm. GoldenSound's tuning is less flashy, but the groove moves better. Now the same pattern keeps repeating. My curve could make a recording sound bigger, brighter, and more aggressive. GoldenSound's tuning was better at keeping the music connected. Then I reached the track that ended the argument for me. That brings us over to Mexicana Hermosa by Natalia Lafourcade and Carlos Rivera. With my R&B curve, the first impression is impressive. The soundstage sounds huge, the vocals sit forward, the top end stretches far beyond the earbuds. But the longer I listened, the less believable it became. The guitar started to sound thin. The strings lost their weight. The oversized air shelf made the performance feel cinematic, but not cinematic in a good way, more cinematic in an artificial way. Then I switched over to GoldenSound's tuning. The wooden body of the guitar came back. The strings regained their weight. The voices sat naturally above the mariachi arrangement instead of floating in front of it. The presentation became smaller, but also more intimate and more emotional. And that was the moment that I stopped asking which profile sounded more exciting. I started asking what my EQ curve was removing to create excitement. So for this song, GoldenSound's tuning absolutely wins, and it's not even close. Next up is Chopin Nocturne No. 2 in E flat, performed by Claudio Arrau. The solo piano confirms it. My curve adds sparkle to the upper keys, but there's a slightly metallic rim around them. The left-hand chords become thinner and more distant. The piano loses some of its physical size. GoldenSound's tuning restores the wooden body of the instrument. The upper register stays natural. The phrasing is smooth. The stage feels wide while still placing you a few feet from a real piano in a real hall. So for solo piano, this isn't even a close comparison. GoldenSound's tuning absolutely wins once again. So basically, I tried to prove that a custom EQ could make the GoldenSound Edition sort of unnecessary, and that's not what happened here. My curve can be GoldenSound at impact, width, brightness, and adrenaline. It cannot replace what GoldenSound does with timbre, cohesion, natural instruments, and long listening sessions. GoldenSound's tuning is the better baseline. My curve is more preference spice. A better factory tune can still be attached to an earbud with weak comfort, average ANC, bad microphones, or poor value. So now the GoldenSound Edition has to survive the rest of the product test. Now, before we move on, here is the EQ curve that I use. So go ahead and pause the video and take a screenshot of it. And this way you can try my JEFE R&B curve for yourself. Just make sure that when you start the adjustments, start with the status signature EQ and make the adjustments from that one. Once you try it out, let me know down in the comment section how you like it. And if you have the GoldenSound Edition, let me know which one you prefer. So that's going to bring us over to the rest of the review of the Status Audio Pro X GoldenSound Edition. So let's start with what works. The black and gold metal finish feels intentional and premium. It looks like a real special edition and not a standard product with like a different sticker pack. Status Audio also reduced the shell size compared with its older design, so these fit more flush against the ear and jawline compared to like the Between 3 ANC and some of their older models. Using the stock tips, I was still able to get a stable seal for walking, for desk work, and for longer listening sessions without obvious pressure points. If you want to upgrade your tips to something like the SpinFit Omni tips work perfectly with these. You have to stretch them a little bit, but they definitely do fit, and they fit inside the charging case without any issues. Now, for a triple driver earbud, they are surprisingly easy to forget that you're actually wearing them. You also get IP55 rating, wireless charging, in-ear detection, multipoint, and a combination of touch and physical controls. The design and comfort definitely don't kill the deal for me personally. Now let's switch gears, let's talk about the active noise cancellation. So the ANC here is useful, but it's not the reason to buy these. Now Status Audio claims up to around 52 decibels of noise reduction. In practice, it handles office rumble, HVAC noise, cabin, drone, general city hum well enough to keep the music in focus. But these are not the final boss of silence. It is strong active noise cancellation, but obviously there are more aggressive options when maximum isolation is your priority. So you would be looking at something from Bose or Sony if that's the case. Transparency mode is also workable for conversations and desk awareness. I wouldn't call it invisible or perfectly natural, but it definitely works and it is adjustable, so that absolutely helps. Then when it comes to battery life, battery is rated around 8 hours per charge from the earbuds and about 32 hours with the case combined, depending on which features you use in like ANC Transparency mode, which codec you choose, and which volume level you listen at. So user experience here will vary with battery. So always keep in mind that using LDAC and using ANC and stuff like that is going to reduce your overall battery life. So always keep that in mind. And then that's going to bring us over to the Status Hub app, which is a solid app in my personal opinion. You get presets, you get the custom 8-band EQ control, you get control customization, earbud tracking, and the option to disable the wear sensors when they become annoying. Multi-point switching has also been seamless in my testing. Overall, the app is solid. None of these features are class leading in my opinion, but none of them are deal breakers either. They're not going to get in your way. So now let's move over to some quick microphone samples. The Pro X uses 6 microphones with beamforming mics and VoiceLoom AI speech enhancement. So let's go ahead and check out some mic samples, comparing them against some of the other premium flagships around this price point so you can see how they stack up. All right, and here we have the microphone sample for the Status Audio Pro X GoldenSound Edition. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, here we have the microphone sample for the Sony WF-1000XM6. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, and here we have the microphone sample for the Apple AirPods Pro 3rd generation. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Status Audio Pro X GoldenSound Edition in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Sony WF-1000XM6 in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Apple AirPods Pro 3rd generation in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. So with that out of the way, this brings us back to the real problem. The GoldenSound preset is locked. You cannot open it and add a few extra clicks of bass. You have to leave the preset and switch to something else. You also can't transfer the GoldenSound tune onto the cheaper standard Pro X model. It's the same core hardware, but it doesn't mean you have access to the same sound. So the increased price of the Status Pro X GoldenSound Edition is not buying you stronger ANC or better microphones or a different acoustic engine. You're literally paying for Cameron's tuning and the black and gold finish. That value only makes sense when you actually want this type of tuning philosophy. When natural mids, realistic instruments, and a more balanced presentation are the reasons you are shopping, GoldenSound gives you something the standard model absolutely does not. When all you want is maximum bass, sparkle, and energy, the premium becomes much harder to defend. The standard Pro X already gives you open EQ, so you can build that kind of sound for yourself if you wish. Now, here's the final verdict for me on the Status Audio Pro X GoldenSound Edition. In my opinion, they absolutely earn their place. I personally love what Cameron has done with the tuning on the Status Pro X. It genuinely improves the listening experience with these earbuds. My goal was to see whether I could create something subjectively better than what he built. And it turns out, most of the time, I definitely could not. But I had a lot of fun trying. And honestly, that's what this whole experiment was about. Not proving one person right or the other wrong. I wasn't trying to prove that I knew better than what Cameron does. Obviously, he knows what the hell he's doing. It was more about just listening closely, critical listening, experimenting with different sounds and different EQ settings, and figuring out what each approach did best. GoldenSound's tuning stays as my default when I want the recording to sound natural, and then I use my JEFE R&B curve, whenever I want the same hardware to throw a party in my ears. I went into it expecting one profile to replace the other. Instead, I ended up with two profiles that solve different problems for me. GoldenSound's tuning when I want the truth, my custom EQ when I want adrenaline. So now for full disclosure, Status Audio as well as GoldenSound reached out to me to send over the Status Pro X GoldenSound Edition for testing and review. But this isn't a sponsored review in any way. No money was exchanged. All the opinions in this review are my own. Neither Status Audio or Cameron were allowed to read the script or to watch this video prior to it being published. They're all seeing it at the same time that you are. Now, I share this because transparency matters, whether sponsored or unsponsored. So I would strongly recommend that you watch multiple reviews before you make your final purchase decision, especially with a tuning that's this specific. And if you're interested in another set of earbuds that also respond really well to EQ adjustments but cost maybe a third of the price, make sure you check out my review of the Nothing Ear 3A that I'll leave right up here on the screen for you. With that said, my name is JEFE, and I'm out. Peace.